Meet Rubylie, a single mom from the Philippines who grew up in self-described poverty. Life was a daily grind and money was always tight. Determined to create a better future, she discovered futures trading with Apex Trader funding. It wasn't always easy, but she showed up, studied hard, and stayed consistent. Today, Rubylie is routinely one of the top 10 monthly earners at Apex Trader funding. From surviving to infinite possibilities, this is her story.
So much has changed, no, for you over the last few years since you started trading. So now let's deep dive on that a bit, no, yung impact ng day trading to you. Since you started becoming a day trader, how did it impact your financial situation?
Kapag pala na-reach mo yung success, this one is my realization, no, na mas maiintindihan mo pala kung para saan yung ginagawa mo. At the same time, mas titibay yung pananaw mo sa buhay. Yung values mo na tipong mas pipiliin mo na tumulong, i-utilize yung success para makatulong ko sa iba kesa sa pansarili mo. I think that the biggest impact, realization for me is that success isn't a finish line. It's more of a platform for you to live intentionally, to help others, and continue innovating yourself.
Ang dami din talagang nag-change sa'yo, I think, in terms of your mindset, yung grit mo, just hearing how you're talking right now, diba? Kasi I like what you said na success is not the finish line. Actually, parang it's more of a starting point. And since alam mo na that you can achieve that level of success, I think it just motivates you to keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think talagang mag-change din yung pananaw mo in life, right? Even yung drive mo to achieve more. Diba? Kasi personally, meron naman tayong sariling goals. Diba? Kumbaga, hindi ka nagsisettle. And ano masasabi mo doon? Kasi I know for some people, parang pwede din kasi mag-settle ka na eh. Parang na-achieve ko na to, okay, pwede na ako mag-lay low, mag-relax. Parang is that something na feel mo before or not really?
Hindi masyado eh, kasi there are a lot of things that you can do. As I've mentioned, it kinda act as starting point, parang ganun. Parang if there's like another chapter of your life for you to put yourself into a personal growth, I think that's what it is.
So you're big on personal growth.
Absolutely.
How does your family and your community perceive your story now that they've observed you've reached a certain level of success? Nagbago ba yung parang the way they view you, or was it the same? How did it impact them?
You see, nagbago, medyo marami. May neighbors din na medyo nagulat. Marami as well.
Na-surprise, na-shock sila.
Absolutely. And marami din, mga na-inspire at the same time. Kasi, I'm a type of person that I don't do broadcast. I prefer na to do actions and then the results. And so, I think those people who have, yung nakita na lang nila the results is yung mga nagulat, surprise. And I think it's something also that I'm anticipating to happen. But again, results na lang yun. However, on the other hand, my family and community has always been supportive. And definitely, when they heard a success, something from me, I appreciate how happy they have embraced the situation, you know. At the same time, I help as much as I can. I share the blessings.
You give back.
Share the blessings.
Right. That's nice.
At the same time, being mindful, most especially with my immediate family, as I help as much as I can, but be mindful not to create dependency na din at the same time, because I want to support them in a way na yung support ko will have them as a tool to also grow for themselves. Kasi we have that healthy boundaries and I just want to maintain it.
Right. And normal din yun eh. Like, if a family member parang see you becoming successful, nakaka-inspire din. Diba? Especially, they know your story, they know where you started, and gusto ko yung sinabi mo na very supportive sila.
Supportive.
supportive sila sa'yo, and they're happy with all your success. So that's nice to hear. Kasi iba din yung feeling ng support. 'Di ba? Kasi focus ka na nga on trading, 'di ba? And it's not like easy, 'di ba? You've studied, you've made a lot of effort, you've invested time, 'di
Yes,
ba?
absolutely.
And of course, it's something you're very proud of. I'm pretty sure that really made a positive impact din in your journey.
With that support, it keeps me going.
Mhm.
And knowing that these people, the people that I care about the most, so supportive, meaning to say, mas stress-free talaga.
Right. How about you? How do you see yourself now? May nagbago din ba? Kasi tayo nakakaalam ng growth natin eh. 'Di ba? We know where we started, alam natin yung mga pain points natin, yung mga challenges, and of course, tayo rin nakakaramdam, 'di ba, ng impact ng wins. Now that you've become a successful trader, 'di ba, syempre ibang level na yon. 'Di ba? May nagbago ba sa mindsets mo, sa thinking mo, and even with your lifestyle and how you approach life?
Definitely yes. I change a lot in terms the way I see myself. I see myself now as much more capable, and it's very empowering talaga. Most especially a day trader from the Philippines. At the same time, it taught me a lot. So I went through a process, and it taught me the perseverance, the patience talaga, and having all those, anything is possible.
At talagang hindi rin naman ganun ka-easy yung journey, pero you've really embraced the journey, right? And that's why you're here now. That's why you've reached this success. So, if you could go back to day one, like, meron ka bang gustong sabihin sa sarili mo? Kasi syempre ngayon, alam mo na alam mo na yung mga challenges, alam mo rin yung mga mistakes that you've done in the past. So, what would you say to yourself?
You see, if I will be given a chance to meet Rubylie from the day one, I definitely will give her a hug, which I think she deserves. Kasi I know that she have went through a lot. So, marami talaga pinagdaanan niya sa pagpapalaki ng anak niya. And often na neglect is the comfort.
Yeah.
Yun yung madalas na hindi niya na-feel kasi strong woman siya. So, kailangan yung image niya, dapat lagi siyang strong.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work that way. So, I know that she deserves a hug. And definitely, I will thank you, Rubylie, from day one for the hard work that you are going to invest. And I know that you're not gonna give up para ma-provide mo yung pangangailangan ng anak mo na yung gugustuhin na lang din ng isang ina for na in this type of situation, single motherhood. So, I will thank you, Ruby, for doing a good job, and
Hindi ka na-give up. Hindi ka na-give up. And I respect that. I really do. And I know it's not easy. It was difficult. And yeah, probably there were many moments in your past na parang question mo din yung sarili mo. Is this really, it's not making sense. Kaya ko pa bang gawin to? Especially,
Marami.
diba, kung ikaw lang mag-isa.
marami.
You cannot avoid those thoughts. Pero the fact that you fought through it, wow. Diba, yun yung nakakabilib din sa journey mo. Kasi, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who can relate to that. Ang pinakamasakit yung you feel stuck. Like, hindi mo alam ano yung next path to move forward. Kasi, you've hit rock bottom eh.
Yes.
So, I understand that. And the fact that you overcame that and nagpatuloy ka, of course, I'm really proud, as a fellow Filipina,
Absolutely.
that you fought through it. And it's very inspiring. It's very inspiring. So as you move forward, right, with day trading, do you have any other advice then to people who are also struggling, feeling stuck, feeling lost? Ano yung masasabi mo sa kanila?
You see, I don't think I'm still in a right position talaga to naturally advise. Each trading journey is different. And so for me, what I can say is I now believed in my ability that I can actually create a better future. And it's something that I think recently discovered about myself eh. Kasi sometimes when you go through rough situation, you kind of question yourself. And that's one thing, a no that I've learned. Dapat hindi ganon. So you always believe you can create a better opportunities that are available out there. Such as for me, I see trading with Apex as an opportunity. And the opportunity is there.
That's very good to hear kasi ikaw magpa-pursue nun eh. Sometimes, yeah, the opportunity is there, but it's also about taking action. 'Di ba? Kasi
Correct.
pwedeng, oh wow, there's an opportunity, pero it's up to you if you're gonna pursue it or not.
Correct.
And then in your case, you pursued it, you embraced it, and you've really learned through it, right? Because I know you shared, 'di ba, na parang you really studied. So I know you've had this accounting
I
background.
went through as a beginner.
Yes, you
talaga.
went through the beginner. So can you share that journey?
You see, when you're a beginner, you spend a lot of your time studying. Kasi nga, so the curiosity, I think it's one thing that will drive you into what's happening. How does this happen? How did other people get those payouts? Most especially,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And for me, for someone who always does the hustle, I think talagang something na the deep through ko in terms of learning, and by far I think interacting with the market, with all of those experience, it really helps.
So during that period when you're still learning, you're still studying the market, and then you're trading futures, right? So how long was that phase?
Well, it took me 6 months. So yeah, I think my first payout request, because I only have one PA. And
Sorry, PA is...
PA is performance account.
Okay.
That's actually where you can generate payouts from Apex. And so the first payout attempt that I requested was actually denied. I went through denials din talaga. And eventually, follow the rules.
You got it.
You'll
You
get
got
paid.
it.
I remember when I got my first payout, I was at work and currently on break. So I needed to take a break. I know that moment. My gosh, approved.
Wow.
So yung shock talaga, speechless. And
Yeah.
then things got started.
Can you share how all your winnings, your achievements impacted your life?
First and foremost, I don't consider it as winning kasi. Trading is not a gambling. I see all my payouts as more of a paycheck for my skills and hard work. Trading has created me a life that is much more secured and less stress-free talaga.
Yeah.
I think that's the most impact, that the change in my life.
When your son turns 18, will you teach him how to trade?
Yes, absolutely. If that's the path that he want to pursue, I'm a supportive mother, and definitely I think I can answer questions, in fact.
Kasi ngayon, na-witness siya na eh. Parang he's observing
Quite
you.
exposed with my charts. He have questions.
May
but-
curiosity na.
Yes, there is. It kind of built up a little, but still, bata pa. And as of right now, the priorities are yet different. So going through the process.
Why not pass the knowledge, right? So beyond money, what has been the most rewarding part of your trading journey?
Learning to trade has taught me a lot of valuable lessons in terms of humility and patience. Beyond money, the most fulfilling part for me is the personal growth. I have learned or becoming someone to believe in their ability to overcome the challenges, and that I can actually create a better future.
Alam mo, it's really amazing to hear how much trading changed your life positively. So now let's shift gears a little bit and really talk about trading, diba? Especially for those who are already trading or those who are new to trading, right? They're probably wondering, Like, what's your typical day? Like, paano ka ba nagsa-start mag-trade? So, can you share a little bit about that?
Typical routine absolutely includes my mom routine. So typical morning, my best friend is my alarm clock. Kasi there's no way for me to wake up in specific time. So my alarm clock is set on 5:30. I do all the preparation. Then my son, papasok na siya sa school. Next thing for me naman is to go for a run. I took that opportunity in the morning after, let's say, something happened from last night market session and it kind of bit stressing. I took that opportunity to distress. So what I like to do is go for a run. There's this park that I go drive, and for me that is actually helpful to sort of take off the pressure from the market from last night. And I think it's also is how I handle and how I balance the lifetime that I have, kasi most of the time gising ako once market is open, and that basically is night shift here in the Philippines, and I have to be on time to be present, and after I run, I get a good coffee.
Gusto ko yung nag-run ka, you're taking that time to process, prepare for your day. Parang you're constantly looking at the market, right? So it's a lot. Sometimes it could feel a bit overwhelming or you really need to process it out. Some people are even journaling it, di ba?
Absolutely.
So ang daming ginagawang preps.
I went through
You went through that.
journaling at
Meron
this.
ka bang specific like checklist, right? When you're preparing for your trades?
Well, I still go on with natural routine kasi I get to have a nice nap in the afternoon na eh. Once I wake up, if I feel like having at least 20 to 25 minutes workout, I do so. Roughly 2 hours before the market open, 7 p.m., I'm in front of my charts. Lahat na nangyayari yung in that time frame, the 2 hours prior market preparation, the analysis, technical analysis, the time frame, the indicators that I could possibly grasp information for my trading plan on the next market session when the market open. You see that the difference when I was a beginner, I spent so much in my charts that it keeps throwing information to me, and I learned from that when you spend so much time in front of the charts, it causes you confusion, analysis paralysis, it occurs. So now I lessen the time of my spending in front of my charts, and it worked better. I get to have the tension off as much, mas relax.
Nag-iba na.
Mas relax, nag-iba talaga.
Yes, I understand that. Kasi when you're a beginner, syempre parang marami ka pang inaaral.
Marami.
Diba? You're really devoting more time to study, to research, to learn the
Research.
market. But now that you've really, learned it and became more successful, nabawasan ba? How much time do you prep now?
I dedicate 2 hours, 7 p.m. in Philippine time. So I'm always is there na.
So yung 7 p.m. na yon, that's your own personal time to do trading. Kasi I was about to ask that, like, how do you decide on the time?
7 p.m. yet is my market preparation. So there is no trading going on yet up until the actual New York session will open. So basically, I trade with futures market, NQ in particular. And so once the market is open, along with my trading plan, hoping to execute a nice trade.
Was it your decision to trade futures?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think based on understanding in which market you are much more comfortable. And for me, I like futures better.
So meron bang mga specific tools that you use for trading that
Oh,
help
yes.
you achieve the success?
Absolutely. I have a lot of indicators. I think one thing I can describe about myself is I bit invested in terms of my indicators. And also, trading with Apex, the latest in collaboration that they have with Wolf Charts, it's something that I recently tried on, kind of explore a little bit. And I think that it's pretty cool because it's so beginner friendly. It's called the Wealth Charts. It's a web-based platform. At the same time, with Wealth Charts, there are a lot of built-in tools
Oh,
in there.
nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
actually, one thing is cool that I like about is Apex rules is already indicated in there. Your account liquidation, the 30% rule. When you place a trade, it can serve you as a guide. So I like that.
That's nice and that's very helpful. And I'm
So
pretty
helpful.
sure it's going to be very beneficial to
Yeah.
traders, whether you're new to trading or you're already an experienced trader. So, were there specific factors or things you look for or avoid when you're trading?
I look for a high probability setup. I like to set my trade and look for an area of confluence. Area of confluence meaning to say three or more things that is making sense in that particular level. That area of confluence carries a high probability setup. If in line with my trading plan, definitely I will took a trade. On the other hand, if I'm more on a safe side, I can do scalping if that particular setup market didn't provide with you at the moment.
So, I know and I've heard this from a lot of people who are traders na parang it's very important to manage your emotions, to be
Yeah.
disciplined. Kasi no matter how good your strategy is, no matter how skilled you are, if you don't have the discipline, hindi ka mag-work out.
Yes.
So coming from your experience, can you share a little bit about that?
I stayed disciplined because of the right mindset. Along with my trading plan, so crucial si mindset. If you're gonna show up in the market and think na you can beat the market actually and you can actually place trades and make money in particular, you know, it's just never gonna happen. Trade slow,
Mm.
consistency, and never chase a trades. If I think that I can place a trade and make profit on every information that the market is going to provide, yes, you may able to gain profit. Definitely, let's say $1,000 or $500. Yes, easy. And I guarantee one thing: you're gonna give it back. If you think that you can chase every trades, it's just not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
I've blown a lot of evaluation accounts because of
So
those.
marami ka ding na-feel na
Marami.
accounts because
Try-
of that.
Trial and error.
So
yun.
ano talaga yung dapat na mindset?
You make sure you stay in your trading plan and you know when to stop. So, kapag PNL ka na, how much? 100, 200? Magkano yon? Compare mo with how much I earn before locally. So, let's say 200, that's like how much? 4,000 a month already? That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So, ganun lang. Each PNL that you can get with the right mindset, even regardless if you're trading slow, daily, it adds up. You built your account into a position that you have enough buffer, you know, much more flexible.
Have you experienced ba before na parang your emotions are overwhelming you and then parang talagang nag-stop
That's
ka?
natural when you're
Kahit
a beginner.
ngayon.
Kasi
Important. Mm-mm.
if you're gonna think on a concept that you let your emotion
Power you, diba?
overpower
Yeah.
you, exactly, and the market doesn't even care. See,
Walang emotion si
wala
market.
siyang emotion. So it's not gonna do anything good with you. You have to also always think that see, market is just a continuous non-stop data. It's not your job to take trades all the time. I mean, you
Tama.
have to be just stable, consistency, and discipline in terms of your trades.
I think you've heard this, yung mga FOMO, revenge trading. Like, ano masasabi mo doon?
Well, it's a natural talaga for
Napagdadaanan talaga yun.
napagdadaanan talaga yun. And yes, you just needed to overcome those psychology of yours.
Right?
That's the most important thing.
Important. So, how does it feel naman when you hit a winning trade? Can you still remember
Okay.
yung first winning trade mo?
Up until now, I still have some winning trade, when the market gets through in my favor. And that's one thing that haven't changed. So, yun lang yung hindi nagbabago. Of course, you're happy. And literally, your body shakes talaga. Kasi the process, the emotions are all in. When you are in a trade, you can see that, oh my gosh, it's getting red. I think it's gonna hit my stop loss. And when it hits your P&L, para kang literally minsan nanalo talaga.
Para kang nanalo ng loto, ganong level.
may level na ganon. Nagsishiver ka. So may ganong moment talaga.
Wow.
Medyo shiver talaga. At the same time, satisfying. So if you see some of the shorts in related with trading that when they hit their P&L, yung mapapatayo.
Yung parang napapatayo, nakita ko yon. Oo, yung super talagang nag-cheer sila. That's how much, no? Yung joy and excitement.
Joy and excitement talaga.
Parang ang sarap naman ng ganong feeling, 'di ba? Going back, 'di ba? Sabi mo nga, it takes a lot of discipline. You have to go through the process, you have to learn, you have to study the market. Pero ito naman yung fruits. And yes, you will go through failures, you will go through losses, pero those are all part of the journey.
It's part of the journey talaga.
Right? Yung loss mo naman, I know you said earlier na parang you've encountered blown accounts. So, can you remember the most painful loss you've experienced?
I have a lot of painful losses, but I can tell two things. Alright, so I can remember a minimum daily of blown evaluation accounts. So, 10. Wala pa akong PA noon
Okay,
Wala pa
wow.
akong performance. Hirap pa ako makarating into my performance account. One more thing is losing a PA account on a Friday.
Why? Anong meron sa Friday?
Yes. So when you blow an account, most especially PA, and in Friday, you're gonna think out of it for 2 days. My gosh. Imagine 2 days you're gonna think of it, oh, what happened in there?
Parang over the weekend, nadadala mo siya?
Absolutely. Yes,
Oh
absolutely.
my, yeah.
So what will happen is the time that you're supposed to be spending quality time with your family.
Yeah, I can
your
imagine.
mind is on your PA that you blown over the weekend. So it's some sort of, I'm not so sure if the right term is suffering, but it is in a way. And when the market is open in Monday, so I'm so excited. I'm looking forward. I'm gonna get my PA back.
Parang gusto mo bumawi.
Yes, correct. And also, that's where the learning process came from. Then later on, you'd realize that it's mali. You're trading through your emotion, and that's something that you never would want. You're trading in emotions, you don't have a plan. You just want your PA back, and it's never gonna work that way. You're gonna do revenge trading, and it will gonna cost you more. And definitely that is not the right mindset for you to approach trading.
Thank you, Rubylie, for your time. We've really learned a lot through your story. Personally, I was so inspired, from hearing your struggles and then your wins and your success now. It just really inspires people to pursue their goals. And I've also learned a lot about trading, so thank you so much for sharing all those
I'm happy
insights,
to be
your
here.
learning. So thank you for that. Any final words, that you wanted to share for those who are new to trading or those who are aspiring to be traders?
To the aspiring traders, you see, I'm also once a beginner. And those losses will actually teach you. And the patience is going to guide you in a way. At the same time, when you learn to know yourself and build the discipline that you need, it will define you. So I'd say to aspiring traders, stay focused. The market is going to reward those who endure.
Thank you. I like that. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.